All right, guys. So some time has gone by. We've had a chance for the dust to kind of settle in this initial little blast that we've all kind of felt, and it's been interesting to see where people kind of fall, where they lie, how they're feeling, what they're doing. I was going to originally stitch a video to make this, but decided against it because I didn't want to engage that content creator now because I don't like them. I love their content, but as I said before, you can follow a ton of people and disagree with some of the things they're going to say. That's perfectly fine. Doesn't mean we have to unfollow them or not. Disagreements are disagreements. And there is a difference. We'll put that. There is a difference between having a disagreement over how people should handle things, and whether, like if somebody likes a certain food or not. Those are good. Those are disagreements. That's fine. But when people don't believe people should have basic human rights, that's not a disagreement. That's just wrong. So, in saying that, this disagreement is over how we should be handling Trump supporters and how we should be handling MAGA at this point. And I say handling because that's all that's left is handling them. That's it. It's just handling them. Some people have voiced concern over the fact that we need to be a soft landing for those people. I disagree with that. I'm not going to be a soft landing for anybody because I've been a soft landing for people like that for so many years now. And what I've learned is that we became so tolerant on the left. I keep seeing that thrown in everybody's face. Oh, what happened to the tolerant left? And it's like you took advantage of it. You abused it. We were so tolerant, we were allowing hate speech to run free. And people that were practicing that kind of speech decided that it was okay. It was never okay. I remember having disagreements with people that were very left-leaning that were telling me that we should not outlaw hate speech. We should not make it illegal. If somebody says something racist, we shouldn't make it illegal. There should be no repercussions to that person because it's free speech. But that's the problem, is we gave these people freedom from speech. They had free speech, and they wanted more than just free speech. And that's why we're where we're at right now. Now, people can mask it as the concern for the economy or border. Those are just convenient excuses. In my eyes, at this point, nobody has to agree with me. But if somebody voted for Trump, and they openly voted for Trump and they're still supporting that, they are the exact same as the other people that are extremists. They're the exact same. That's what they voted to support. You can't change my mind on that because there is no middle ground. And you're going to see a few people as, the FAFO completes, that they're going to feel remorseful. I don't have remorse for you. You did that. You were dumb in it. You made that decision. And the thing is, you'll make it again. You'll make it again. These people will continue to make that decision as long as it makes them feel comfortable in the moment, because they didn't think. We already have, data showing people were doing Google searches for how to change their vote, which you can't. It's too late at this point. And now they're looking up stuff because they're afraid that he may actually do some things that he's going to do. We're going to see a lot of changes. I couldn't tell you specifically what or where. It would take a much longer video or video set to talk about those, which I'll probably be covering other topics. I know it's been a while since I put a video out. But I needed time to look at everything going on. But, we're going to see some changes. Whether it's half the stuff he said he's going to do, all of it, or if it's none of it and just Project 2025 stuff, we're going to see some changes. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to be missing as a result of deportation. And I have no faith in anybody saying they're only going to get those that are illegal. It's not going to work that way. It never does. Efforts like this never work that way. There's history of, I think it was 1930s, and it was Mexicans that were deported, and it was even legal citizens. This never goes well. It never is clear and concise. They're going to cut corners, and in doing so, it's going to be a very painful process to have to watch because there's nothing you or I can do about it. When they realize they can't just bus or plane these people back to the country of origin that they want, I say that they want because they won't care which country it is, they're going to have to hold them someplace. And that's where it's going to be terrifying for that, because we're going to see people held in camps. And that's never a good thing, because as has been pointed out, I see people who are supposed to be intelligent going, it's going to cost us billions to house these people. Do you really think they're going to spend the most money they can on housing those people? Do you think that the deportation or the attempted deportation is going to be a humanitarian process? It won't be. So anyway, that's a topic for another video as well. But I have no sympathy for these people who feel remorseful or now in tears because they're feeling persecuted because, I voted for Trump, nobody loves me, nobody cares. I don't care. I don't care. if I encounter these people, I'm going to be more vigilant towards them, especially when they're doing things in public that are not good. Some of us are going to have to take a stand against these people because we have people that we know, that we care about, that are going to be hurt as a result of this. And there's going to be people who are emboldened, there already are, we've already seen videos, that are feeling now that they can be out in the open doing things. Even though they're still covering their face, they still feel like they can come out in the open and do it. If possible, you know, if I find one of these masked people, and I urge other people to do the same, if you can do it and you're willing to take the risk, unmask them. If they're so proud to be seen as the, you know, groups they are, then let the world know who they are. But they still seem to know that it's wrong because they still have to cover their faces. Now, having said that, I think we do need to worry when they start showing their faces in open as well, because of the fact that means they're emboldened that they think it's fully fine now. It is going to get worse before it gets better. That's if it gets any better. And when I say that, this is not a short run. We're looking at a minimum of 4 years of things just tumbling and crumbling down. And that's where we're at. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to try to get more videos out when I can. Again, it's just, there's a lot to absorb right now. There's been a lot going on. Just so much happening. So, let me know your thoughts below. How do you plan on handling right-wing people? You know, how do you plan on handling family members? You know, I have learned to cut people off for a while now, so it's nothing new to me to have to do that. It's just I'm expanding that group. I don't have a lot of friends on a lot of online platforms because of stuff like this, and I don't see that group growing. You know, I would think maybe I'll get more friends over time, but it's not like a high priority to me. Communicating with people is important, especially those who are like-minded, but we do need to be careful with communication. So, anyways, guys, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and look forward to discussing this further. We'll try to get some lives in, and I'll try to get some more videos out, and I do appreciate everybody who's still following, even though I haven't been consistent with content in the past week. Again, there was just a lot going on, and I didn't want to make a lot of knee-jerk reactions until I had absorbed some more information, so I feel like I'm at a place now where I can make some better content around multiple topics. If you do have questions, please throw them below in the comments. Sorry for the longer video, guys.